So welcome to this very special edition of the CGU Learning Center. As you may or may not know, today is International Talk Like a Pirate. So I thought we would talk to our friend Captain J, who, of course, because of course we know a pirate. So welcome aboard, Captain J, or I should say Avast.
Avast, ahoy! Thank you so much for the invite. I'm happy to be on board, of course. Me and my friend Tiki here. I don't know
I
if you
see
can
you
see
got your
her
first
too
mate
well.
with you.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring her along for the adventure, of course.
So for those who may not know, Captain J here also does an educational series similar to what we do, but he's been doing it far longer. So we'll share that link at the end. But the important thing is we're here to talk about pirates, because again, it's International Speak Like a Pirate Day. I do know some pirate phrases, not many. I know Avast and Yar and ye scallywags. And
Those are great. Those are great starter pirate words. We celebrate this day, September 19th, International Talk Like a Pirate Day, every year, of course. We actually celebrate it 365 days a year. But for all of you folk that aren't pirates, this is the day where you can kind of join in the fun and talk like pirates to your friends and family members and coworkers and anywhere else you might be. It's a good time for all, and it gives us a chance to teach you a little bit about our lingo.
so, and those who are wondering if it's International Speak Like a Pirate Day and I'm sitting in the Batcave, it's because this year Batman Day happens to fall on International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So Captain J's bringing the pirates, and I'm representing Batman. Actually, Captain J, did you know that there have been a couple times Batman was a pirate?
I've heard it and I've seen it a couple times. It's very amazing. But, we've got good pirates and bad pirates, so it makes sense that Batman would be a swashbuckling hero as well.
Well, if you give me a sec, I actually have a picture. So there we have Batman as, I believe that is Captain Leatherwing, and he was captain of the Flying Fox ship. So that was an Elseworld.
Wow, look at that.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's got some nice boots there, a nice cape, piercing, even nice sash right around his middle there. And he's using a very cool pirate sword. Well, he's a great fighter, so I mean, we'd love to have him on board our ship. Maybe not as captain, but as maybe one of our crew members.
All right. So Captain J, if you would. See, my problem is I start speaking pirate for too long, I start to sound Scottish. So, Captain, if you would be so kind, walk us through some Pirate 101, if you will.
Oh, of course. Well, pirating 101. Well, the best part about being a pirate is you on adventure all the time, right? You think about pirates and Captain Hook and Captain Jack Sparrow and all the treasure that you get to find. But pirating is really about being a sailor and on the ocean and a chance for adventure and exploration. And we get to kind of explore new places and meet new people. Meet new people, I should say, like that. Because you never know who you're running into. And there's been plenty of pirate history in our world, all the way back to the Vikings, who weren't your standard pirates, but were still doing piracy things, going from land to land and raiding and pillaging and plundering. So, being a pirate, you've got the best of both worlds, riches and adventure. Now being International Talk Like a Pirate, keyword international, pirates came from all across the globe, right?
Right.
A lot of them started off as sailors, part of the Navy, the Royal Navy. And when all the wars were over, the British had no need, and the Spanish had no need, and the French had no need for so many sailors, and they just kind of cast them aside. So all these men and some women actually said, well, all I know how to do is sail, and since you promised me money and you didn't give it to me, we're just going to continue sailing and we're going to take it from you. And that's piracy 101, really. That's how a lot of people became pirates. So Captain J is on a little bit of a different path. I'm more of a pirate for adventure and for teaching and learning and meeting new people, young and old alike. And that's my mission, is to teach and kind of expand minds and have fun.
Right. And you are a real pirate in the sense that you have an authentic wooden leg, correct?
Yes, I do. So I am what they call an amputee, and I've got a couple episodes of my show where we talk about what it means to be an amputee. For me, an amputee is someone that doesn't have a leg. I'm a below the knee amputee. I have most of my leg, but the lower part is gone. And I walk around on a peg leg, which is basically this. This is a form of a prosthetic that is used to help me walk around. Some people, like my friend Captain Hook, he's an amputee of the arm. He's missing his hand, so he uses a hook and different devices that attach to that prosthetic to allow him to live an everyday normal life, being someone without a limb.
All because of that crocodile.
Yeah, his was a crocodile, mine was a shark. So we've got a lot of similarities, me and Captain Hook. In fact, a lot of people say, oh, hey, look, it's Captain Hook. And I go, nope, I've got both of my hands, unlike him.
So is the bottom wide enough that you don't get it stuck in any knot holes on your ship?
Actually, unbeknownst to many, I've written 2 stories, children's books. And in my first story, Captain J and the Misfit Crew is all about how being different can be a positive thing. We focus on our skills. And in that story, I explain how my crew was rushing around trying to do their jobs, and the deck was very slippery and wet. Well, I kept my footing because I was able to put my peg leg in a knot in the ship and keep a stable leggings. Yes, and I wasn't sliding around everywhere. It's very handy for that. Also, it floats. So, you know, if anything bad happens and I end up in the water, I've got a way to shore.
Just hold on and paddle yourself back to shore.
That's right, exactly.
All right, so I've got some common pirate phrases. I would love for you as an authentic pirate to kind of go through and explain to us, if you're okay with that.
Of course, yeah. Count me in as a linguistics of piracy.
Let me pull them up here. Just some basic pirate phrases. So, because I need to practice my pirate. I'll say the word. If my pronunciation is incorrect, please feel free to correct me. And you can kind of tell us what they mean. Is that okay?
That sounds great.
All right, so let's start off with one everybody knows. Ahoy!
Common greeting of hello or how you doing. Big one for whenever you meet someone new or you're just joining in your friends. Ahoy, friends.
Okay. Aye.
Aye, yes, yes. That's a affirmative action to an order.
And avast. Could you hear pirates say avast a lot?
Yes, avast is like a surprise, like, oh my goodness, or stop and look. Check that out, or no way, that kind of saying. Avast, I can't believe it.
Rock, dead ahead, avast.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we've got aye, aye.
Aye, right. You've taken your aye, yes, sir, and you've added a second one, making it aye, aye. I'll get right on it. That's a quick call to action there.
And of course, the one phrase I think everybody knows, arr.
R, yes, and this one's very important to pay attention to, folks. There's no G at the end. It's not arg. Arg is what Charlie Brown says when he's trying to kick a football or gets frustrated. R is what a pirate says.
Then we've got landlubber.
Landlubber, yeah, someone that's not a pirate and they only know how to live on the land. They're not very good with their sea legs.
I was going to say, someone who may not have their sea legs yet, which is a pirate term and not necessarily something you can get at a seafood restaurant. And then
nope, you can't purchase those. It can't be found anywhere there.
And then the ever popular yo-ho.
Yo-ho, right? Yo-ho, yo-ho, pirate laughter, or yo-ho, yo-ho. It's a great one. It's a classic word, yo-ho. Now, there are a couple others that we like to use.
By all means, please
like
share them with us.
Starboard side and port side.
Now
What's that?
See if I can remember. Starboard is right and port is left. Oh, cool!
Correct.
I got it right.
The easiest way to remember is left has the same amount of letters as port side does. So left, port, starboard side. And we use those for directions, of course. The other one, the Jolly Roger, right?
Yeah.
The Jolly Roger is a flag, a pirate flag, any really pirate flag that you can use, but that would be a Jolly Roger as well.
Okay. So it's kind of a blanket term for pirate flags, not just associated with Blackbeard?
Most people see the Jolly Roger and it's a skull with crossbones.
Okay.
But yes, it's a general term used for any raise your Jolly Roger or hoist the main, as some would say. Hey, hoist the main is a hoisting of the flag or hoisting of your main sail, your top sail.
Okay. Good to know. We're learning not only pirate speak, but sailing lingo, sort of.
That's right. Yeah, all kinds of it.
All kinds of things. So you have been a pirate for how many years, Captain J?
Oh, geez, for a lot. At least 10, if not a little bit more.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question that might be hard, but I'm curious as to your answer. Aside from yourself, who is your favorite pirate?
Ooh. I would have to say Long John Silver's probably one of my favorites. Top of the list.
Store your cutlass, Tom Morgan. I want a better look at his outsides first.
Long John Silver.
I land the very same.
He's got one leg like me. He has a bird just like I do. He wears a red jacket as well. So, very crafty guy. Second in charge, I think, is Captain Hook. I really like Captain Hook.
Just you.
I remember you being a lot bigger.
To a 10-year-old, I'm huge.
He's a hero in my eyes. You know, he's living his days out in Neverland, trying to be peaceful, finding treasure, when this little boy flies up, cuts his hand off, feeds it to a crocodile, and somehow Captain Hook is now the villain. I don't understand it.
Sounds like Tiki takes umbrage with that as well.
Yeah, she's definitely on the side of us pirates.
I guess I've always been a fan of the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Who are you?
No one of consequence.
Oh yes, Dread Pirate Roberts, that's right. He's got a very simple look to him, right? One color.
He does, and apparently he's a franchise pirate. Gets what he needs to retire and just passes the mantle along.
And that's it. Good. Smart, you know?
It is. So tell us a little bit about Tiki there, because she's kind of getting a little antsy and a little talkative.
Of course. So Tiki is my fine feathered friend. She is a macaw, a blue and gold macaw, as you can see. She's very young. She's about 8 years old, and she'll live to be about 60 or 70 years old.
Oh, wow.
So she's very young for her age. Yep. Tiki kind of travels with us here and there. She really likes Captain J. She's my friend, my bird. And she's got a lot going for her. So she's from South America. And pirates would actually get animals like this. They wouldn't necessarily keep them. But, of course, you know pirates were out in sea looking for treasure and valuables, right?
Right.
So sometimes we would come across a merchant ship which had animals like monkeys and parrots like Tiki here that they were intending to sell on the mainland. Well, pirates would just take those animals because they're value, and we would try to sell them instead and make the money. Occasionally, a bird like Tiki would catch the eye of an old captain, and we'd keep him on board for a while as a pet. And it just so happens that's how Tiki's gotten to us, and I just haven't let her go yet because she likes our company, and I enjoy hers.
As long as she doesn't snitch on you, she's a good bird.
That's right, exactly. She eats all kinds of things too. She eats nuts and fruits and vegetables. She's a very healthy bird, like most of them are. And sometimes she likes to eat little pellets and such. But for the most part, very easy to maintain, but also very loud animals. They're not very good pets for indoors because they like to scream and they like to pull apart wood and different features of the ship. So we're always in constant repair with Tiki around.
If it's not the cannon blast, it's Tiki.
That's right, exactly.
Do you have any other pirate phrases for us on this wonderful International Talk Like a Pirate Day, Captain?
Well, we've got a bunch of pirate phrases, but I've got some things I thought I could share with you, like
absolutely.
This right here. This is an eye patch, and would you like to gander a guess as to why a pirate would wear an eye patch?
Now, see, I've heard two possible reasons. One is if a pirate is missing his eye. I've also heard that it's so a pirate can see below decks because you keep one eye shielded in the dark, so it's easier to see when you go someplace dark.
That's right. That's exactly right. We weren't really concerned about how we looked. So covering a wound on the eye, probably not in our interest. In fact, if we had a wounded eye, it'd probably make us look even meaner and people would be more scared of us. So we'd want to keep that open. But right, if you're, let's say we're pirates, we come across another pirate ship and we decide to have a little battle. Now, we swing across to the enemy pirates, we clear the deck and fight our enemies, and then all that's left now is to go below deck. But we know there are other pirates down there. Now, if we rush down deck, it's been bright and sunny out, we're not going to be able to see for a couple of seconds because our eyes need to adjust. But if we're wearing an eye patch on one eye, our eye is already adjusted to the darkness, and we can switch it over to here and see with this eye, rush down there and be well prepped for any pirates that are there waiting with their weapons to fight us. So a lot of pirates would use this as a tool. It also could be used for everyday use if we're going above and below deck, you know, preparing stocks or cleaning or any of those kind of things. It's very easy to switch it over and be able to see in that darkness real quick. Now, the other thing I have, of course, is this. These are gold coins, doubloons, if you will, right? A pirate's treasure. But historically, as I had said before, pirates really just wanted things that were valuable that they could earn coins with. So it may not have always been gold coins that they would find. Sometimes it would be wild animals. Most commonly, it would be trading goods like silks and cottons and coffee and tobacco, those kind of things. Because an easy target would be a merchant ship. We wouldn't be going after a vessel armed to the teeth with cannons because chances are we'll lose against the Royal Navy. So we would look for merchant ships that were trading goods, and that's what we would steal. And then we would sell it on the mainland and use all that money to buy supplies and have fun and enjoy life for as long as we possibly could, which normally wasn't that long.
There's an old saying that says, never trust an old man in a profession where they generally die young.
Right, exactly. Yeah, pirates didn't have a long lifespan because of the adventures that they went on. Now, I do also have this fun thing. This right here, my friends, this is a branding iron.
Ooh.
Now, pirates would actually be branded with this one right here, has a P on it to mark us as a pirate. And normally, you would get this really hot, and whatever at the end the shape would be, if it pressed into the skin, it would burn a pirate or a prisoner or anything. It would mark them for their life. So people could quickly identify them as being a pirate or whatever else the mark may have been for a brand.
I'm glad I'm not in the same room with you, Captain J. Not with that branding iron.
Well, yeah, you never know. Now, this one's nice and cool, and we like to have fun with the kiddos and use a stamping pad, an ink pad, and mark kids with ink, you know, non-toxic ink when we do events and such outside. But it is a tool from those days, which is very fun. And then one of the last things I have is this right here. This is actually a smaller version, but many different sizes and shapes of telescopes. Now, the telescope, of course, I'm sure you've played with them. They're used to see things from far away. And a lot of the times, they would be used from the shoreline to see pirates from out in sea. A lot of pirate movies show us pirates using these telescopes to see other ships. The problem is historically, as a pirate, these came after the golden age of piracy, these telescopes. A pirate might have a roll of leather with some glass on the end to be able to see, but the image would be upside down and it would be fairly blurry. It wasn't as accurate as something like this. So when you see movies with pirates using a telescope, you know that's kind of a Hollywood movie pirate thing, not really a historically accurate pirate thing.
That makes sense. Thank you for clearing that up for us, because it is. You always see a pirate with, and I think in the movies they call them spy glasses too. If I'm
yes, spyglass is a great pirate term for today. Very good.
What about grog? I've heard that kicked around as a pirate drink.
Yes, so grog actually was not pleasant. What happens is, on a ship, you have these barrels full of fresh water. And they sit on the ship, it gets warm, it gets cold, it gets kind of rancid. It doesn't taste good. So in order to help kind of flavor the water a little bit better and battle against some of that rancidness, they would add rum to the water. And that would kind of create this mixture of watered down rum. It wasn't a good taste, but it was better than rancid water. And that's what they would call grog. It wasn't preferred, but when you're out in the ocean and you got nothing left, that's what you drank.
I will stick with my IBC root beer. Thank you. Yeah, much better tasting than what you just described.
Hold on 1 second. I have something here. Hold on.
Oh,
All right.
Another
Oh, Tiki's getting angry. Sundance here just crawled over to us from his cage on board our ship to say hello as well. Sundance is a macaw as well, but he's a scarlet macaw. So as you can see, he looks more like a rainbow.
Oh, looks.
I didn't think he was going to come over. Tiki has a little bit of a jealousy issue with him. She doesn't like me associating with Sundance. So, yeah, that's where
Doesn't
we're
like
at.
to share her pirate.
She does not. No, she is definitely a daddy's girl. Hi. Yes, I know. I can see you.
Well, that's
Settle
awesome.
down. All right.
Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy sailing schedule. I don't know how COVID has affected your journeys.
Well, we have to fight from a distance, and we can't, work so closely together. No onboard parties or anything. We've got to have musical gatherings at a respectful distance on board the ship. So.
Oh. Well, thank you for taking time out from your usual pirate duties to talk with us and educate us about pirates. And I might get this wrong, but fare thee well, Captain. Aye.
Aye. And thank you very much for having me, of course, or us, really. And very well done. Very well done.
Thank you. I will have to practice this some more. So you can find out more about Captain J at the links that we're going to post at the end. As I said, Captain J is a pirate educator. He's got a couple books out. And if you have any more pirate questions, he's either done a video on it or you can ask him. So
yeah, please do ask. I love questions.
So you'll hold me, hearties, and enjoy International Speak Like a Pirate Day. Yar.
Yar.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot, drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
Oh.